Hey, what's up? My name is Andy, and we are going to end gravity in 2020. So, a lot of you have been asking me, and by a lot, I mean 3 of you have asked me, well, what the heck is this whole end gravity 2020 thing about? And really, here's the backstory. So, a little while back, I'm having dinner with a few of my friends, and we were catching up, and one of my friends asked me an actual pretty poignant question, which was, at what point in your adulthood did you start to care about politics? And I honestly didn't have a real answer because I can't remember a specific event, a date, or an age where I was like, oh yeah, I totally care about politics now. I've cared about the things that surround politics, but I've never cared in particular to be political about politics. And I'm in favor of things that are going to help people and are going to encourage people to do well and to do good things. And I was just likening the political infrastructure and the political climate to like making a lot of promises up front that you ultimately just can't always hold up. And so I was explaining that one of the things that as I was assessing kind of where my political stance is on things, like, well, gosh, as an adult, I started realizing like, man, there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense. A lot of things that people promise, a lot of things people claim they want to do or they write plans to do, but ultimately they don't make sense. And not just because I say they make sense, they like legitimately, mechanically cannot work. And so it was funny, and we said, well, gosh, you know, that'd be funny. Like, what if we ran an entire campaign to totally end something that like we have absolutely no control over, which is essentially most of politics, anyways. There's an opinion for you. How about that for being political? Anyhow. So I said, yeah, that's like me running for president next year and saying like, we're gonna end gravity, and then I'm gonna get a platform and I'm gonna get popular, and people are gonna go, yeah, you know what, gravity sucks. And then all of a sudden get to the office, I'm like, okay guys, we just won the presidential bid, we had our inauguration, my first day as president, let's talk about ending gravity. And then like, you know, the world's most well-known scientist goes, yeah, I'm sorry, but you can't end gravity. And I go, okay, shoot, well then now what? So it's kind of like that. There's just so many things that now being 40 years old, I've seen people attempt to do, try to do, sell to the people that they're gonna do, and then ultimately just can't happen because it legitimately can't happen or it doesn't happen. Now, also disclaimer really quick, that doesn't mean we shouldn't have aspirational desires and aspirational beliefs, but when it comes down to the mechanics of things, when it comes down to the economics of things, when it comes down to the infrastructure of things, not everything we want to do is possible. So if I want to end gravity, I don't think that's gonna happen. But you know what? Let's try to end gravity in 2020. So that being said, I was like, you know what? Let's run a year-long campaign. Let's end gravity together. So all of you out there that are watching this and you're like, God, politics suck, or I hate politics, or man, I get that. I get what that guy is saying about politics and politicians just saying things they want to do but can't do ultimately. So you know what? We're going to just have a fun time. The election cycle and the election year is strenuous, of course, not for us because we ain't in it, but for those of us who really care about what's happening and what's going to occur during the election cycle, this could be a stressful time. Social media is going to be littered with a bunch of garbage and a bunch of trash and a bunch of people fighting about it and people unfriending each other about it. So I figured, why don't we just make a little bit of a mockery? While we have to deal with the chaos and we have to deal with the severity of all the BS anyways, we might as well have some fun along the way, because good God, if we have to watch political ads for the next 14 months, maybe even longer, because I'm bad at math, then I swear I'm going to go nuts, because I like social media. I like watching good stories. I like sharing things with you guys. But you know what I absolutely hate? I hate people fighting on social media. No one's ever changed your opinion in a comment section. Not me, not you, never. You're not going to change anyone's opinion in the comment section. You don't build relationships that are long-lasting in the comments section. Now, all that being said, if you want to support our cause to end gravity in 2020 and you want to be part of the mockery of 2020 and have some fun along the way while we go through the political chaos that's going to ensue, which frankly has already begun to ensue, then join me right now. Use the hashtag EndGravity2020. You can follow EndGravity on Facebook. You can follow EndGravity on Instagram. And you can even sport your in-gravity gear. I just made a store this last week because I was like, heck, why the heck not? So those of us who are red, those of us who are blue, those of us who are in between, or wherever the heck you are on the spectrum, but I know we agree that we don't like the politics of politics, that's who I'm talking to. And if you want to help me end gravity in 2020, I promise that if you elect me to be your president of Earth, not just the United States, I want to be the president of Earth in 2020, and we're going to end gravity together, I think. Well, that's it for me for now. My name's Andy. Let's end gravity in 2020. The sky's the limit for now.